Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
This will be pretty fucking simple, right?
How so?
All we need is for Kasumi to channel Kego, then he tells us who the killer is. Then we vote, and that's that.
Do I have to?
Either this can take 2 minutes or 2 hours. Kasumi, sweetie, if you will.
Huh? What was that? Did someone just talk? I swear I heard something.
Are you seriously bringing this quarrel here?
There it is again!
Kasumi, please. I know you're mad at Misuzu, but we can end this trial right now.
Fine. Queso spiritum nos autem Kego.
That won't work. Stop wasting time.
How is this wasting time? We're finding out who the killer is.
Let me put this in a way that you'll be able to understand. Kego hit back of head. He no see who killer is. Got it?
You don't have to treat us like an idiot.
Only idiots wouldn't think to even examine the body.
Calm down, everyone. Let's just focus on finding the killer.
Wait, but Kego still could have seen the killer. I mean, maybe he got a look at their clothes or something?
Except, he died instantly. Even if he did see a hand or even an arm, he would have likely been unable to process it.
So, we're out of luck, huh?
Well then, we'll do it just like last time. And we'll make it climax much faster, too.
Isn't it obvious who the killer is anyway?
Not really. I didn't really look at the scene.
Now you're just proving my point. Anyway, the most suspicious person here is Narumi Osone.
Hey! What do you mean I'm the most suspicious?
Are you dumb or just stupid?
Mikoto, could you please explain? What makes Narumi so suspicious?
Are you dumb too?
You're not going to get us anywhere by insulting people, Mr. Tsuchiya.
Well, here's my theory. From the very beginning, this murder was set up by Narumi. Tell me, Ayumu, whose idea was it to hold the feast?
I got it! The feast was Narumi's idea.
And who was it that gave out jobs for everyone to do?
Hey! I don't think this is fair!
Shut up. Your opinion isn't necessary.
I got it! That was also Narumi.
And who was it that was missing from the cafeteria when we all woke up?
How long is this going to take?
Yeah, it's past our bedtime.
I don't care. Ayumu, answer me.
I got it! Again, it was Narumi.
One last question. Who was it that was found in a pool of blood at the crime scene?
I got it! Narumi.
Are you guys serious? You're seriously suspecting me? The cute little gourmet?
If you won't give up that easily, then fine. I'll show everyone how you killed Kego. Narumi had both the means and opportunity to kill Kego. While we were all preparing the feast, she went to the chemistry room to grab sleeping supplements.
She must have poisoned the food and waited for us all to fall asleep.
Then, she lured Kego out of the garden and into the ice rink, and attacked him from behind.
Narumi-chan threw his body into the water, so that we think that he drowned.
Then she passed out in her victim's blood afterward, not being able to stomach her kill. What a criminal.
Narumi had both the means and opportunity to kill Kego. While we were all preparing the feast, she went to the chemistry room to grab sleeping supplements.
She must have poisoned the food and waited for us all to fall asleep.
Then, she lured Kego out of the garden and into the ice rink, and attacked him from behind.
Narumi-chan threw his body into the water, so that we think that he drowned.
Then she passed out in her victim's blood afterward, not being able to stomach her kill.
No, that's wrong! Hang on, Kasumi. That's not possible. Right, Saiji?
Oh, please, what does he know?
Much more than you, apparently.
In the chemistry room, there are 3 shelves. Shelf A contains supplements, Shelf B contains reagents, and Shelf C contains harmful chemicals.
Reagents are used for chemical analysis, and I've had experience with them. So, during the investigation, Ayumu and I performed a blood test.
That's right. We found that the blood on the floor was O negative.
And why does the blood type matter?
Because Kego's blood type is AB, not O negative, so it's not his.
Then whose blood is it?
Could it be Narumi's?
Nope. None of the students here have an O-negative blood type.
Liar! If no one here has an O-negative blood type, then where did the blood come from?
I got it! Maybe it was from the infirmary? Blood packs are used as medical supplies, so I don't think it's out of the question.
Additionally, O-negative blood is commonly used in blood transfusions, as it's the most compatible with other blood types. So I think Ayumu is on the right track here.
See? I told you I'm not the killer!
So, she's innocent then?
No. We're not done with her yet. She still has a few more things to answer for.
Isn't this enough? I don't think she's the killer.
It's over when I say it's over. Narumi, you aren't out of the woods yet. So, it wasn't Kego's blood that she was bathed in. But that doesn't prove her innocence. While she was on supervising duty, she had the opportunity to grab the sleeping supplements.
But I didn't! I never went near the second floor!
And then, after she set up the rest of the crime scene, she covered herself in blood to look innocent.
So, it wasn't Kego's blood that she was bathed in. But that doesn't prove her innocence. While she was on supervising duty, she had the opportunity to grab the sleeping supplements.
No, that's wrong! No, that couldn't have happened either.
Why not?
Because when Seishi, Saiji, and I went up to grab the special ingredients,
Yes, there did not appear to be any supplements missing.
But then, couldn't Saiji-kun have taken the sleeping supplements?
We watched Mr. Rokudou. He didn't take them.
neither of us did either. And when we went downstairs to meet in the cafeteria, we didn't see Narumi come our way.
You were one of the last ones to finish, correct?
That's right.
And we arrived with Narumi after you had already returned. So I don't think she would have had enough time to go upstairs, grab the sleeping supplements, and return.
Are you sure that's right, Boka Boka?
Why do you ask?
Well, because that means that the culprit grabbed the sleeping supplements after everyone came to the cafeteria. But sis forecast that that's impossible.
But it's already happened, so it wouldn't be a forecast. It's more like a B forecast?
A forecast, a B forecast. Doesn't really matter.
Well, it means that Narumi is innocent, right?
I am?
Not exactly. Because the sleeping supplements were taken after we returned, that means that one of us sprouted the seeds of manipulation and left to go grab them from the chemistry room suppository.
You mean repository?
I know exactly what I said.
Did anyone leave the cafeteria after Miss Osoni and the others returned?
I don't think so. And even if they tried to, we would have seen them.
So they didn't take them before we arrived, and they didn't take them after either. Ugh, this is hurting my head!
Maybe we should discuss something else.
Yes, maybe we should ask Narumi how she wound up in the ice rink covered in blood. Assuming she's innocent, of course.
But I am innocent! Why won't she believe me?
Because she's an asshole. Screw her.
At least I'm not an imbecile, nor a killer.
If you are innocent, Narumi, will you at least tell us what happened?
Alrighty then! Listen up, everyone! After I fell asleep, I don't really remember much. But I do remember being on a hard, cold surface. I also remember being bumped around a lot. And someone going through my pockets.
What would they be going through your pockets for?
Well, I don't really know, but I remember, as much as I tried, I couldn't wake up. And I got dragged around a bit.
Do you remember anything else?
Well, obviously, I woke up in a pool of blood in the ice rink. But as to how I got there, I don't really remember.
Is this testimony good enough to clear her of suspicion, though?
It could just be a complete and utter lie. It's not like it would be hard to lure Kego out of the garden. I'm sure if she just shouted broccoli or something, he would have come right out.
That seems a little far-fetched.
Yeah, even we aren't that crazy about vegetables.
Little brother Uma, that's just a flat-out lie.
Well, in the end, it doesn't matter what she used to lure out Kego. What matters is whether she did it or not.
You can't just discount things like that, Ms. Itsuki. We're putting a murder together, just like pieces of a puzzle. It would be unwise to simply toss away evidence because it doesn't matter.
Is it just me, or does she seem like the type to glue jigsaw puzzles together after she's done with them?
How did you even come to that conclusion?
But did the killer really drag her up the stairs and all the way there and then murdered Kego? That seems fucking tiring as shit.
Not to mention that the killer probably wouldn't have the energy to do all of that movement.
I got it! Narumi was probably moved with the wheelbarrow.
I think you're right. She did say she felt a cold, hard surface.
I left the wheelbarrow in the kitchen. I don't know what happened to it after that.
I remember that we took the food from it, and then after that, we just left it there.
So then the killer could have taken it at any time while we were asleep.
Have we decided whether Narumi-chan is the killer or not yet? Big Sis is getting sleepy.
Narumi had the means to poison the food, and because she's a female, she would have had no problem entering the ice rink. She used the pool of blood to fake her innocence.
Wait, but that can't be right. Marin and Aruma are also female, and had access to the food.
Are you saying that you suspect us?
I'm sorry. It just can't be helped. It's just that we shouldn't be deciding if Narumi is the killer this early.
In fact, based on what we know, there's a way to prove Miss Osone's innocence, right?
Narumi, where did you go after we all split up?
I was at the ice rink. You guys all saw me.
Before that, Ms. Osone, when we went to do our jobs for the feast.
Oh! Let me think. So, everyone left the cafeteria except for my cooks.
By cooks, you mean Aruma, Marin, and Kazuomi, right?
Cooks, chefs, incompetents, whatever. Those three. I gave them a pep talk.
Calling it a pep talk is vastly understating it.
Yeah, it was more like a pep yell or a pep scream.
I was only shouting because Marin kept falling asleep!
What? It went on for at least half an hour!
Enough. Cease your incessant chattering and let Narumi recall her whereabouts.
What did you do after that, Narumi?
Well, I got fed up with how long you guys were taking, so I decided to go to the storage room. I figured that you'd need my help in finding the tools anyway.
What did you ask them to find?
Oh, you know, just some basic stuff. A baked potato rack, a strawberry huller, and some lobster forks.
Was all that stuff really necessary?
Hey! A gourmet only uses the best of the best!
We didn't even find most of those things anyway.
So, you had to help them find the tools.
You got it.
You took so long though, like sheesh.
Well, as Mikoto said, we couldn't find most of the tools required. We needed Narumi's help to come up with the alternatives.
And after we got back, everyone else had finally showed up with their stuff, so we were ready to cook.
That's everything. Huh?
So, was there a time where Narumi could have taken the supplements?
The most obvious point is when she went to the storage room. She could have chosen to go to the chemistry room first, and then the storage room.
But the distance between them is so long. It would have taken her ages to get there.
And even ignoring the distance, Ayumu, Mr. Rokudou, Mr. Tsuchiya, and Mr. Koga all would have been on the second floor as well. So if she did come to the chemistry room, she would have been spotted by any one of us.
Then we come back to the same question. Who had the opportunity to take the supplements?
The killer, most likely.
No shit, Sherlock.
Wait a minute.
What's up?
So, the killer has to have been someone who was female, and went to the top floor after Ayumu, Seishi, and Saiji used the chemistry room, yeah?
One would assume so, in order to gain access to the ice rink.
So going by that logic, there's only one possible killer, isn't there?
Is there now?
Just think about it.
It has to be you. Wait, you're accusing me?
You're the only one who fits the requirements.
You're saying that Ayumu, of all people, killed Kego?
But he has a point, doesn't he? Ayumu was the only female who went to the chemistry room that we know of. The rest of us have alibis for that time.
I can't say I expected that someone like you would be capable of murder.
Wait, I didn't do it!
That's what they all say! Putting the crime on me? You're so cruel!
I didn't do anything like that!
Ayumu didn't kill Mr. Sakuma, that much I'm sure of.
But you can't know for sure, can you? You're probably just covering for her anyway.
Ayumu, I hope you're ready to face this head on. There's only one surefire way out of this accusation.
So, that settles that. Ayumu is the killer.
You seriously believe that someone like Ayumu is capable of murder?
But she was the only female who went to the second floor.
She went with Seishi to the chemistry room, so that she would have an alibi!
And after I left with the protein, that must have been when Ayumu took the sleeping supplements.
Seishi-kun and Saiji-kun arrived much earlier to the cafeteria than Ayumu-chan, too. So Ayumu-chan could have used that extra time to sneak out the supplements.
You know what you have to do, Ayumu.
So, that settles that. Ayumu is the killer.
You seriously believe that someone like Ayumu is capable of murder?
But she was the only female who went to the second floor.
No, that's wrong!
Is there something wrong with my statement, Ayumu?
Could it be? Ayumu has evidence of another female on the floor?
No, it's not that.
So this is what you're doing now? Objecting to stall time? Pathetic.
It's not that either.
Then spit it out already!
It's just that... I couldn't have killed Kego.
You may say that, but can Ayumu-chan prove it?
Why couldn't you have killed Mr. Sakuma, Ayumu?
Because
It's obvious that you can't prove a thing.
Any moment now, Ayumu's mouth will burst open with the truth. I believe in her.
Ayumu, it's okay.
Hang on. Something isn't right here. Someone explain. Now. What's going on?
Come on, Ayumu. Just let me do this.
Emi, I don't wanna.
Oh, please. Not even for your big sister?
But I don't wanna.
Look, it'll be fine. We do this all the time. Watch. See? You look so pretty.
I look pretty?
Oh, that's the bus. Go on, you'll be late.
But my clothes.
You'll be fine. Just go.
Good morning, everyone.
Whoa! Is that you, Ayumu?
Yeah. Sorry about my uniform. It was my sister's idea.
Don't say sorry, you look so good.
I do?
Yeah. Oh my god, who did your makeup?
I'm sorry, I swear it's my sis.
It looks so natural, doesn't it? Yeah, I couldn't even tell.
Everyone! I'm afraid that I must reintroduce myself. My name is Ayumu Fujimori, and I am a boy.
What the fuck?
What the?
Maybe it's an alternate personality?
Another one?
No! Ayumu has been possessed by a rogue spirit!
If that's the case, then I will start the exorcism immediately. We have to save Ayumu.
No, wait! It's really me! Take a look at my e-handbook.
Ayumu Fujimori? Male? Well, this is certainly an interesting turn of events.
Great job, Ayumu. That wasn't too bad, was it?
Male? That means...
But why lie to us? Is it maybe some kind of fetish?
No, it's nothing like that! I'm really sorry that I lied to you all. I am.
But why does Ayumu-chan... cut?
Cut is fine.
Okay. Why does Ayumu-kun's being a boy matter? Boka boka?
Because Ayumu is a male, he wouldn't have been able to access the ice rink. So he wouldn't have been able to kill Mr. Sakuma in there.
But if that's the case, then no one could have been able to grab the sleeping supplements.
But then, if no one grabbed them, how did we all fall asleep?
No, there's no doubt that someone used the sleeping supplements to drug us. They were found missing after we discovered the body, so someone had to have used them.
I don't think we know enough about the case just yet to decide who took the supplements. Considering that that person and the killer are likely the same, they probably took a lot of precautions in hiding their identity.
And even though we can't confirm whether or not Narumi is the culprit, we're not going to get anywhere by just accusing her, I think. So we should try and discuss something else that's important to the case.
But Big Sis Marin didn't get to see the body. So how is she supposed to discuss Boka Boka?
Then that'll be the next topic. The condition of the body.
I believe this is my area of expertise then. Kego's body was found afloat in a hole in the ice rink. The wound in his skull indicates that he suffered blunt force trauma to the back of his head.
You're just spewing what the Monodora files already told us. Do you have anything new to tell us, or are you just wasting our time?
I'm not done yet. Although I obviously lack the proper tools to dissect the body, I do not believe that he swallowed any fluids.
And what does that mean?
It means that he didn't drown.
Saiji had a bit of a rough time with his report, especially with checking the throat and all.
Yes. To be honest, I had to take a few breaks during the autopsy to compose myself.
Yeah, I had to help him with it for a bit. I guess the similar circumstances sort of got to him.
I tried my best regardless with the autopsy report, at the very least. But still, if I think about the body again...
Stop moping about and get on with it already.
Hey, lighten up!
Our lives are on the line here, and you're all concerned with a sob story.
And if you take too long, I'll just decide that I'm bored and punish you all instead.
Then, I will continue. This, coupled with the circumstances of his death, leads me to believe that he died instantly. He doesn't have any other wounds or bruises on his body, so it's unlikely that he fought with his assailant. Additionally, the wound that he has was definitely caused by the shovel. The patterning of the wound is consistent with it.
Are you sure about that?
I can confirm this. In fear of that conversation happening again, Kasumi and I watched him examine the body.
Looks like someone's still mad.
What did you just say?
Oh, nothing.
So we agree then? The weapon that was used to kill Kego was the shovel that we found.
I'll strike you down!
Huh? What is it, Kasumi?
Do you really think I'm gonna accept that cocksucker's words?
You mean Saiji?
Yeah, I mean Saiji. Who else do you think I mean?
Kasumi, stop it right now. There's no reason to disbelieve him. And watch your mouth.
Oh, you can shut up too. Let's see if his little friend can back him up. Me watching Saiji examine the body was proof, right? Well, I didn't watch him at all. So it's still possible. He's lying about his autopsy report.
But how can you say that? Misuzu just confirmed that she witnessed Saiji perform the autopsy report.
Then Misuzu was lying as well. If Saiji was the one who killed Kego, he'd want to hide the cause of death, right? When he examined the body, he actually hit the shovel into Kego's head to fake the wound.
I'll cut your argument in two. Even if Misuzu was lying about Saiji, he couldn't have done something like that.
But he did!
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure it's impossible. While the shovel does have a dent in it, it doesn't have any blood on it.
But doesn't that just prove Kasumi's point further? If there was no blood on it, then it wasn't the weapon used.
Maybe a huge thunderstorm washed it all away. Or Saiji just washed it in the hole in the ice.
Do you seriously believe that I'd do such a thing with everyone watching? With everyone investigating the scene of the crime? It's impossible for me to have been able to do something like that.
I mean, you believe all that ritual mumbo-jumbo, so I don't really expect much of you.
Referring to my line of work as mumbo-jumbo is insulting, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should I call it full of shit then? At least my spirit channeling is real.
Kasumi, stop it. You must forgive her, Saiji. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Could you just shut up already? I've had enough of both of you. I'm just gonna summon an evil spirit to kill you both right here, right now.
The class trial is for discussing the current murder, not a new one. Keep it in your pants, bucko!
Kasumi, after this, we're going to have a serious talk.
Kasumi, after this, we can have a serious test.
Ms. Izumo, if you could stop acting like a child for at least the rest of this trial, that'd be great.
Hang on. Something isn't right. I can feel it in my gut.
Are you sure it's not the food you ate?
No, it's just... If the shovel was the murder weapon, then why wasn't it covered in blood?
The killer probably scrubbed it all off in the ice rink, no?
But why did they do that? They didn't try to hide it, so it seems pointless.
Where did you say you found the shovel, Ayumu?
I found it in the lobby of the ice rink, just laying on the floor. It was right out in the open, so I don't think the killer cared about whether he found it or not.
Well, maybe the killer is just insanely stupid.
Does that mean you're going to confess now, Mikoto?
No, I was just trying to speed up your confession.
Well, even if there is no apparent reason, the fact of the matter is that the shovel is clean.
Sorry for interrupting, Misuzu-chan, but Big Sis just had an important realization about the case. Why are we even having this trial anyway?
What do you mean, Marin?
Well, everyone remembers Monodoro-san's motive, right? Poka poka?
I got it! After Monodoro announced the motive, he gave us a time limit and a target. And that target being another student here. If one of us killed our target within that time, we were promised that the killer wouldn't have a class trial. We also weren't able to share who our target was until a body was discovered.
So then Monodoro went back on his word?
Nope. I've got to keep this school life fair after all. Whoever the blackened is did not meet the 2 requirements. How despairing that must be.
So, either the killer killed outside of the time limit, or they killed someone other than their target.
Kego's body was discovered after the time limit ended. But that doesn't necessarily mean that he was killed outside of it.
But why would you target someone who isn't, your target?
Maybe Kego attacked them first and they fought back?
Do you think with your fists or something? Not everyone here wants to kill someone.
How many times must I repeat myself? Kego did not have any bruising on his body. He didn't attack anyone.
Would it be wise to share our targets now, then? We'd easily be able to resolve this debate.
Well, if it proves me innocent, then I got you, Kazuomi.
As if you'd be able to kill me.
My target was Seishi.
Well, I'm glad that you didn't kill me then. As for my target, I got one Saiji Rokudou.
Why couldn't you have killed your target? As for me, I got her.
Who's her?
I assume she means me. As for my target, I received Mikoto.
And I got the puppet boy.
My target was Marin.
Hello. Big Sis is glad that she was targeted by a nice person. Luckily for Kasumi-chan, she also was targeted by a nice person. More like lucky for you. If you'd attacked me, I would have vanquished you easily.
My target was you, Ayumu.
Well, thanks for not killing me, I guess.
I got Akira. I would have been able to finish him easily.
I'd like to see you try.
What, you wanna fight me?
I wouldn't bother with someone like you. My target was Aruma anyway.
What's that supposed to mean?
Mitsunari, who is your target?
Well, how do we put this?
Our target was Kego!
You just went right out and said it!
Your target was the victim?
That's a bit suspicious.
We must apologize, but we're not the killer.
That's alright. It's not like you chose your own target or anything.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
It's just as I thought. There have been too many coincidences leading up to now for the killer. But, in that sequence of targets, only they were left out.
What are you getting at, Itsuki?
Ayumu, you can answer this one. Based on what we've just heard, who do you think Kego's target was?
Are you saying that Kego's target and the killer are the same?
I'm almost certain. If they aren't, they still have a lot to answer for.
Then just say it. Who's the killer?
It has to be you!